Hi guys, welcome to Kim's Creation. Today we are going to be painting. What? Painting in the water, you say? How are you painting in the water? Well, you see, I made sure I had everything set up. I've got my rocks, I've got my paint. They're floating along with me. Yay! And I'm here, lakeside, and I'm literally floating right now. I'm over my head. I have some noodles between my legs. So I'm kind of sitting on it like you would a horse. And I figured, what better place to paint, because you know how messy it can be, but in the water. So today we are going to do a nature tic-tac-toe. And you're like, nature tic-tac-toe? What is that? Well, that's when you take some rocks. You can pick the size rocks. I like these little small, roundish ones. And you can do whatever design you want, but you want to make sure you have 5 of one design and 5 of another. So that way when you guys are playing tic-tac-toe, you know who's the X or who's the O. For me, I want to get a little bit more original, and I'm going to make mine, I was thinking I was going to go with ladybugs and flowers. So I've already got my rocks. I've got my thing that I'm going to be placing them on because we don't want to get paint on anything. I have my paintbrush. I've got some water right here, so I can just wipe my paintbrush in there. And, well, hey, you know what? Let's get started. So I think I'm going to have my flowers be yellow. So however you decide you want to do yours, I'm going to do mine right here on top of this. Oh, look at that. So pretty. And I'm just going to, paint it up. Oh, where'd I go? I'm floating away. Oh no, my paints are floating away. So I'm just going to paint the top of my rock right here yellow. And you can get as creative as you want with this or not. I mean, you could literally just put a big old X on one of these rocks or a big old O. So I'm just going to paint mine up. There we are. Nice and yellow. Oh, this is going to look so good. Don't you think this is going to look really good? Oh, yeah, you know it. And, yeah, so how better to enjoy the hot sun on a nice summer day than painting? Painting in the water. Literally, totally, hands-free. Oh, wow, floating. All right, so I got to, wait, where am I? Right here. Oh, there we are. Ooh. So I want mine to be flowers. So I think I'm going to just do a very simple design. Very simple. I'm just going to take my puffy paint right here. Oh, there goes my paints. My little puffy paint. And I'm just going to, oh no, it got stuck. My puffy paint is stuck. You know what? I'll just do a different one. I'll worry about that one in a minute. Let's see if my black puffy paint, whoa. And things like that do happen. Oh well, that's okay. And I'm just going to try to draw petals on my rock right here. So what happened is, oh my goodness, it's in the hot sun. So what's happening is the paint is really warm. So it's just pouring out, but that's okay because we're going to allow these things to dry, and we'll be able to play a game once they're all done. So this is something you would probably have to do, the day before. Maybe you have people over, or maybe, if you did a really light layer, you could probably, especially on a hot day like today, you could probably play with these if you didn't mind getting your fingers a little painty, within a couple hours. But I'm putting on a lot. So mine probably won't be ready right away to play. So what we're doing is I'm just covering my whole rock. Again, you can be extremely simple with this. You can just go and just put X's and O's. But I want to get a little bit more creative and give myself these flowers. Why? Because I love flowers. There we are. Oh boy. It's really hard when you're floating. Um, oh no, there goes my paint. It's really hard when you're floating because nothing is really stable, but that is what makes this fun, because you will always have this fun memory of trying to paint. Oh, got some on me. While trying to paint while floating in the water. Oh boy. Yep, there we go. Oh, there we go. That's so pretty. So I have my flowers done. Voila, so pretty. Oh, wait. Oh, come back here, my little paints. All right. Oh, come back here, my project. So here we go. There's one. There's two. Oh, see? These are going to be so... Oh, no. Uh-oh. Where are my paints going? I should probably attach my paints to my arm. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to attach it to my pool noodle. Oops. So that way... Uh-oh, where are you guys going? There you are. So that way, it doesn't really go too far. Whoa. Every once in a while, I forget that I'm just floating and I kind of sink in. So now I'm going to try to make these into ladybugs. Now remember, we are painting in water. So we're not looking for anything, really perfect. What we're trying to do is get a fun experience and a whole lot of giggles and laughter. So that way, later on in life, when people are looking at your beautiful rocks, they're like, oh my goodness, who did this? And you'll be like, oh, that was me one hot summer day. I thought it would be fun to paint rocks in the water. And you know what? I think this is so much fun. Oh. Okay, so I gotta try to make these a little round, so that way they are gonna look like ladybugs. Well, they might not look like ladybugs, but I'm going to try really hard to make them look sort of like a ladybug while I float in the water. And sometimes, yeah, you gotta sing to yourself. I hope you're singing while watching this, because you know what? There's no better way than to paint but through singing. All right, here we go. Get that all set. And every once in a while you can hear the people on the pond laughing and giggling, because they're just having a fun time with all their family and friends. Here we go. So now I got the rocks are nice and red, and I tried to make a nice round red tone to it. Whoa, I'm floating. Okay, so now for ladybugs, basically you just put a line going down the back, and that makes it so it looks like the wings, and then you just put on some polka dots. They don't have to be exact polka dots, and I'm gonna have a little smiley face on mine, and the reason is because they're not symmetrical like what do you want to call it, like a butterfly. So you don't have to really worry about, oh, if this side has 2 dots, that one's gotta have. No. These are your own creations. They can have as many dots as you want. And some people say that the dots represent how old they are. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But that's what I used to be told, is the more dots they have, the older they are. But I'm not really sure on that. Probably should have looked it up before I did the video. That would have been a fun fact. Here we go. I am now trying to do my last, there we go. My last one. And we are almost done with Kim's creation time. So as you can see here, if we were going to be playing tic-tac-toe, we would definitely know which one is which. And what all you do is then you will take these rocks. Of course, you got to let them dry. I mean, you don't have to, but then you might ruin your creation that you have started. So what you do is you just let them dry, and then you can either do a tic-tac-toe board in the sand. You could get even more creative, and if there's, you know, like a really, like, I don't know, like maybe a really big boulder somewhere around you that's large enough for people to sit on, you could do sidewalk chalk on that and just make a chalk, you know, like a tic-tac-toe board. You can get a piece of paper, but really, you can keep these rocks outside near your porch or somewhere where you know where they're at, and whenever you get bored and you want to play tic-tac-toe with someone, you just grab your rocks and there you go. Have a great game of tic-tac-toe. I can't wait to see what creations you make. And I am out.